Right. I feel you. But yeah, man, we back in effect. We back in effect, man. So, what is the topic for the day? What we talking about, man?
Well, before we stream into the topic, let's go ahead and do a little 50-minute breakdown, talk about some of the things that have been going on in the world of wrestling. First and foremost, I want to give a big congratulations to the now new name, Ricky Saints. Ricky Saints is now part of the NXT roster. How do you guys feel
Ricky
about that right
Saints.
now?
I like it. Well, let me rephrase. I'd rather it be Ricky Starks, but I recently watched him explain how he felt, and it's really going to his home roots, which is
Yeah,
New Orleans.
I appreciate. I love that.
So
I love
I
that he's
yeah,
taking that Nola personality and putting it more on the forefront.
personally, Ricky Saint sounds better than Ricky Saints,
Yeah,
but
I can
that's
see
neither
that.
here. That's semantics. But outside of that, I like that it at least kept his name Ricky. So no matter what,
Yeah.
somebody can call him Ricky and keep it moving. So I think that I like it for him. Let's see what he does.
So going off of more, we're going on. Continue on with Ricky Saints. How do y'all feel about the information that he said on the Busted Open Radio with Bubba Ray about how veterans were in control of his career in AEW and how it kind of stifled his push? How do y'all feel about that?
When he said veterans, is he talking about the EVPs?
People are speculating that it's actually Chris Jericho.
Of course it was. Of course it was.
We don't know exactly who it is, but the speculation is that it's Chris Jericho.
I'm gonna be honest with you, and I may be reaching, and please correct me, but it get
Come on.
Jericho gives me the vibe that he's not trying to put nobody over but himself.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said before, I think he needs to be gone because I'm tired of looking at him look old and botchy in the ring, and so I feel like he keeps making these groups. I feel like like I keep saying, I feel like this is like the fourth or fifth group he's had since AEW. That may not be true, but that's how it feels. He's got a whole new crew now with two guys, one big, one small, and comedically they're working with him or whatever. But he's still in the way. Like he's still the mouthpiece. Like these guys aren't growing being behind him per se. So it's just like I feel like Jericho. It makes sense that if Jericho is the one stopping Ricky from moving forward,
it could be anybody.
Which I don't like.
We're not saying
it could be anybody. It really could be anybody.
We don't want to put it out there. It could be anybody, but let's just say that hey, there's someone over there who's just he feels that he's not going forward in his career, and he needed to go to a spot to where he can move forward, which I'm not mad about.
And I can agree with Ricky Stark. I feel like he never really got over that hump, like creatively. Like he never really became that guy he could have been. Like, I think he could have been a great wrestler. I mean, he's super talented, but I feel like he was never going to get to where he needed to be. And another thing about Ricky Stark, I'm getting tired of. People keep comparing him to The Rock. Like that's what I get. Like, bro, it's like, dog.
I'll let Joff handle that one.
Like, because people keep saying, "Oh,
mind you,
hold on, wait, let me finish."
Go ahead.
Let him talk.
People keep saying, "I know why can't he just be Ricky Stark? Like, why can't he just be? I mean, Ricky Saint. Like, why can't he just be?" And I shot in the chat a few weeks ago about him saying something. Oh, if you would have told me, if you didn't tell me, I would have thought it was the Rocks. If you would have told me that was the Rocks, I believed it. Ava like, nigga, what? It's like this guy. That's gonna hold him back. People saying that. That's gonna be the thing that holds him back. In my opinion.
I agree. I can agree with that.
So this is what I'll say.
Talk to me.
That won't hold him back in WWE. And I say that because he's getting a fresh start.
Okay.
Right? Most people know him. He's getting a fresh start, and he can do this the way he wanted to do it in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
I truly don't believe he's going to come out here looking like he's not going to be like The Rock 1.5. It's not going to be that. In AEW, I could see why you would say that. You come out here with the open silk shirt and the sunglasses, and he's trying to be this guy on the microphone So you're gonna feel like, oh, he acting like The Rock.
You
Okay,
forgot the gold chain too.
Oh yeah, he did have a gold.
The Cuban links, and then Adam Copeland frying him in the middle of the ring. It is what it is. And so I think that now, because he no longer have the reins of whoever was holding him back, I feel like he can develop correctly, because The Rock ain't even The Rock anymore. Okay, so it's like I think Ricky will be fine. And honestly, if imitation is the highest form of flattery, leave that man alone. Because Dolph Ziggler, y'all let him rock, okay? And y'all know he was Shawn Michaels wannabe, quote unquote. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many different people that look like somebody else. It happens. It doesn't happen all the time, but it does happen. There's plenty of people who are wrestling now who probably look like their daddies or their daddy's daddy. Okay, because it's nothing but nepotism all through wrestling. We're not going to talk about that today. That's another episode.
That's another episode in of itself. We can make a full episode for that one.
We really could. But
Really
my point, and I'm gonna stop. My point, I'm gonna end it there, is that let him cook. Let him cook. Let's see where he's gonna go. I don't want to put that rock stamp on him yet. Until we know what he's doing. Okay, mind you, The Rock does the look, and he's over here doing this crap. This is stupid, by the way. I just want to make that clear. And he's got his hand behind him, pointing down. It's killer, but it's the way he does it. It's like, bro, it's like.
Tony, Tony, he be hitting it. No, Tony, you missed the part. He be hitting me like.
Yeah. Because look, because the last time we did it on NXT, he was pointing down and the camera panned down to his finger, bro. I'm like, y'all serious right now, bro? This has got to be ridiculous.
That's my boy.
You know what I'm saying?
That's my boy.
I say let Ricky cook, bro. Let him cook. Let's see what he does with this whole Saints name. Let's see what he does. Let him cook.
Hey man,
he brings Nola out of it.
I saw something special in Ricky Starks in AEW. I said, damn, if you just give him. Let him run, bro. Let him run. And I'm just like, and it's like every week, I'm like, he's not going nowhere. He's stuck in the vortex. He can't get out.
Like,
and at this point, in NXT. He's in the NXT vortex.
You mean AEW?
Will serve him. It'll serve for him.
So there's a difference between the AEW vortex. You just stuck in it like hook. That's another question.
What I'm saying, that's another question. To me, I feel like. And I feel like in NXT is going to help him maneuver all that stuff. He's going to have to rewrite some of the stuff he was doing in AEW as far as like his
promo.
Well, I wasn't going as far as say promo or moveset, but I was going to say like his intentions or how his motivations, how he trains, all that stuff is different over here than it was over there, and he's going to have to unlearn some things in order to get where he needs to go in WWE. So once he gets to that point of understanding what he needs to unlearn, I think he'll be fine. He'll be a solid mid Carter, and he'll probably get at least 1 or 2 chips. That's my only expectation for him right now. I can see
with the right grooming and the right leadership, he could be a main eventer. He got the looks, he got the mic, and he got the skill. I think he could be a main eventer in the future.
Yeah, and I feel like
he could be.
We spoke about it last week. Like I said, I became a Ricky Stark fan just off the strength of just his personality. Okay, this he's dope.
Hilarious.
Dope on Twitter, dope in a funny promo, like especially with Dan House and all that stuff. I feel like bro, it's like when you see somebody like that, okay, he could go further than this. He could go way further. So I feel like AEW wasn't allowing him to go there. So like, why are you not allowing this man to go where he needs to go?
Because they're the people that they wanted to push in their agenda, and it sucks for those younger talents, really.
Yep.
They need to go back to when they first started, when it was focused on the indie and the younger talents. If we would go back to that, I think AEW would be in a better place. But we put our opinions about AEW last week. Let's go ahead and keep the topic moving. We bring you a happy note. I want to bring a sad note. I know me and the boys, we talked about it in our little group chat going on, but hey, man, Sasha, you should have dropped that title to Harley. You should have dropped that title to her in Australia. Why did you not let Harley get that title, man? Harley Cameron should have won that title in Australia, bro.
She should have, because now it's like, okay, now what do we do with her?
She's got to fight. Her next opponent is someone from New Japan. No,
that doesn't have that someone who doesn't have a title.
She doesn't have a title. Does not have a title.
So back to the bottom, which is like I get it because we're dealing with a forbidden door right now. So I'm not tripping off that, but Mercedes Moné need to give up one of them titles, and you're right. It should have been her because she's hot. It's the same. Like I don't play with it because it's the same thing we were just saying about Jey Uso, where he was steaming hot fire and they refused to give him a chip. Like don't play around with it because she's what's hot right now. She's been cooking on the mic. She done made a crazy vignette where she was spitting in 3 different styles, y'all. She spit in 3 different styles during that.
Kendrick. She hit you with some and I'm like, bro, because I knew she could rap. I didn't know about the one with the Acclaim. I saw the one she did on Monet. I didn't know she was rapping like that.
She was cooking in the Acclaim too. I'm like, okay, Twister, what are we talking about right now?
I didn't see that. Yo, send me that right now, please. I didn't see that.
Oh, you didn't see the one with the Acclaim? I'll tag you in it later.
Yeah. She was trying to cook on that too.
Just to go ahead and give you the TLDR, she tried to recruit Anthony Bowens on her team, and Anthony looked at it and said, "Do you not see the colors I'm wearing? I'm gay." I was like, oh.
And the whole, and it was a massive crowd pop too. That was a funny part. It was a massive crowd pop for him saying that. Yeah, because she's like, you know, you want me. She's like, sweetheart, you talk to him. I'm the wrong one.
Exactly. But that's what I'm saying. Like I never knew that I would be a fan of hers, but she's so damn funny, bro. She is so damn funny.
I'm loving it. I'm loving
the one she put it on.
Before we switch gears, can we talk about Toni Storm's promo the other night?
I didn't see it. I heard about it.
I'm with it. I saw a clip of it.
Bro.
I shared it to the chat. I think that was like the last thing I shared.
I think she may be the best women's wrestler right now.
Vocally,
I think she might be the best one.
On the mic, I'll give you that. On the mic, I'll give you that. I can't say in the ring.
Did you see the storytelling with the small package?
But that's what I'm saying. On the mic, like I see it. What I'm saying is in the ring, because we're about to get to this whole conversation. The overall aspect of things, is she the best if she could talk on the mic but suck in the ring? There's plenty of women that was in WWE that talk on the mic and was trash in that ring, and you know that's a fact. So that's what I'm saying. Like, is she doing both, like top notch? If she is, then I got nothing to say. But
yeah, no,
that's the question.
I think Toni is. I think she's in a better place. I'm glad that she's in a better place, and I'm glad that she's finally being able to be on the forefront for women wrestling. I'm glad that I would have loved to see what she could have done in WWE with a Triple H reign, but I'm glad she's at where she is now, to where if that door does come open to her and she does go back to WWE, she can thrive more than she was when she first got there.
And I promise you, if she comes back to WWE, I promise you, it will be timeless.
I don't think we would have got time with Toni Storm if she would have stayed in WWE. It's kind of
of course not.
No, hell no.
If Bray never would have left, we never would have got the Fiend. I guarantee we never would have got that. But I think what the Fiend was to Bray, timeless Toni Storm is to that. I think it's the same because, like,
I feel you saying. I feel what you're saying.
I feel like how we spoke last week. Feel like with her going into character, like it was so brilliant. Like she goes back to herself, but it's her timeless as Toni Storm acting like herself, but it's all like, I got y'all still this. I'm like, who thinks of that kind of stuff?
I don't. Like, she dead ass playing chess on us, and we were playing checkers.
It's like but people are like, nah, that's her acting. Like she's acting like her own self. I'm like, who does that? But pulled it off. But Butcher, what are we talking about tonight? Like, we got a very, very dope topic.
Yes, we do. And this one's going to get very controversial because we are talking about what makes a professional wrestler the GOAT. So this can come down to personal opinions, but I think at some point we're going to have a definitive understanding upon each of our opinions of what we exactly look into defining a GOAT in wrestling. So
Oh,
I'll let John see. He get his hands cracked up, so I'll let him start it off. Go ahead, John.
No. I did not even start nothing.
Well,
I did not even start nothing. I was gonna follow up.
I'll take it because everybody want to push everything on me, so I'll go ahead and take the reins. One of the things that I'll sit here and say that you need to be a GOAT is you need the crowd. If you don't got the crowd, you can't be a GOAT.
Okay.
People need to know who you are and everything you do. Like, for example, I'm going to use The Rock. When The Rock first debuted, he didn't have the crowd. The crowd weren't, like, giving him any acknowledgement. But it wasn't until
they hated Rocky Maivia.
Oh, they hated Rocky Maivia. They did not like them some Rocky Maivia.
They could just smell the nepotism in the air, my brother. It was like,
I can see somebody
thinking here.
I can see that coming out next week's topic because he keeps.
But my
thing is, what nepotism?
We ain't gonna talk about it. We ain't gonna talk about it. But let's just keep that. Let's just use The Rock for example. When he turned heel and he started going off with the mic, the crowd started being like, "Hold on now, this guy kind of piqued my interest right now."
What did he say? What did he say? He said, "Die, Rocky, die." I heard you. Like he went into it, bro. I was like, "Here we go."
Off on their ass, and that's the thing. It's like you are getting me emotionally attached to your character. I'm interested to see where your character's going. I want to pray. I'm praying that you lose that Intercontinental Championship belt, but you're able to captivate the crowd and be able to get them on your side, whether you are a face or a heel. If you don't have the crowd, or the crowd is not interested in your gimmick or what you try to sell to me, I do not care for you. Because at the end of the day, it's going to be what have you done over time. Another person that's slowly working the crowd, in my opinion, is Cody Rhodes. Because look at what Cody started with Stardust to where he is now. We won't fuck with Stardust.
See?
The only thing that we were fucking with Stardust was the intro music.
I put like the Stardust, it was like, I want to tag with my brother, so let me do something crazy to tag with him. And it was Stardust one of them thing that went too far. This went too far. Like, I want to get out of this.
But if you be for real, if we didn't get Stardust, we would have never gotten the journey of Cody Rhodes. From him going back to his beginnings on the indies, getting the crowd on his side as a heel, working his way in Ring of Honor, New Japan, PWG, captivating the people, making me believe in him that, hey, he can be an actual forefront of a company. And now look where he's at. He got the whole WWE babyface crowd eating up right now. He's making money from this babyface run.
You talking about Cody Rhodes?
Yeah, Cody Rhodes.
Is he babyface?
Yeah.
Right now, he gonna turn heel. He's turning heel.
Let me ask you a question. It's on topic but slightly off topic. Let me ask you this question because I apologize to people for my camera being off. I actually have to run outside because my headphones are dying, and I got to get my other ones. But the point is, so here's my question: if you're saying that, what's the difference between a face and a baby face?
A face is somebody that a baby face is. I'm good 24/7. Like I'm good in the ring and I'm good outside the ring. A face is just somebody who can sell a good guy persona. But I'm not that. But what I am in the ring does not represent who I am outside the ring.
Okay.
What's something else you got on that can say Mexico, Tony? What's something else?
I feel like you said, the crowd. I feel like you gotta have something that draw character. Your character gotta make you invest. Like, let's be real, because Jeff Hardy wasn't the best wrestler, but he didn't even have a gimmick, but his persona, everything he had that made the look. Because I was watching shout out to Maven. He was like, "Yo, Jeff, why you always change your hair? Because if I change my hair, they're gonna change my look in every video game and every action figure." So he had the crowd by the throat. So Jeff Hardy had the game on lock.
Yeah. So
Everybody was a fan of Jeff. Even if you didn't like his wrestling, it was just something about him. I've never met nobody who didn't really F with Jeff Hardy. Like it's Jeff Hardy. You know what I mean?
Keep in mind too, Jeff had the dance too. Who did you not know was not doing the Jeff Hardy dance before he came down to the ring?
Everybody. At least once time in their life.
You did a Jeff Hardy dance, and you did a DX suck it.
We all got in trouble for doing a DX chop. Everybody. If you say you did, you're lying.
You're lying to yourself.
It's like, I feel like you gotta have something that can grab, like Butch said, like you gotta have something to grab the crowd, like in
a gimmick.
In crowd work. Your gimmick has to be on point. Like if you don't have a gimmick or something that makes people want to invest in you, it's not gonna work.
And then to actually kind of piggyback off of the idea, if you don't got a gimmick and if you don't get the crowd, you can win by your wrestling. For example, Kurt Angle for a little while, he didn't have a gimmick. He was just an Olympic gold medalist. But goddamn, could he wrestle in that goddamn ring when it came down to it?
Yep.
There's a lot of people out there who can't talk on the mic or don't have a good personality, but they let their ring work and their ring ability speak for themselves. And I'm like, oh shit, this dude can actually do this and do that inside the ring, or oh, he inside of this type of submission, but he managed to get out of it and turn it around. Like your ring work and your ring IQ and ability can also be a good center point to the crowd if you are lacking in other areas. Does that make you a GOAT? It can make you a GOAT in that category of wrestling, but you need to have the other quality that we're kind of building upon with our own opinions to be a good wrestler.
Yep, and I go
a GOAT. It's my fault.
I feel like a lot, and we say this because I feel like the word GOAT gets thrown around a little too much in this bubble of pro wrestling.
Yeah, because you sent that Jeff Jarrett picture, and I'm like, I can kind of understand why they say that, but he's the only person that's been in 4 wrestling companies.
I mean, like,
who cares?
Actually. 5. Sorry, 5.
Who cares?
I feel like a lot of people, the word GOAT gets thrown around too much. I'm like, just because, he had a great WrestleMania. I'm like, he's a great, like, dog. Like, he been a wrestler for 15 years. That don't make you no GOAT, my boy. Like, I feel like you gotta have all the criteria.
Okay, so here's my issue with the GOAT status. Like,
talk to me.
I only give GOAT statuses to people who are no longer wrestling, but they left a legacy to where people are either trying to imitate it or they are doing their best to respect it. I say Stone Cold Steve Austin is the GOAT. That's just my honest opinion. Y'all can disagree or agree. Okay. I think Stone Cold is a GOAT. He came in, he wrestled his time in period, and even though his career did get cut short, I think his career got cut off at the right point.
So,
because
I got a question real quick. Before you say something, I got a question. When it comes to GOAT talk, is there, okay, I know myself and our boy P have a sub conversation about this. You have overall GOATs, there's people like the AJ Styles, people that wrestled and outside of WWE and finally came to WWE, you just got WWE GOATs. Do y'all believe there's 2 separate categories?
So,
if you live in a bubble, yeah.
Yeah, no. In all honesty, he has a point. If you live in a bubble like I used to, if you live in a bubble, then yeah, WWE is like that's it. However, so I'll put it this way: I don't feel like there's one GOAT. Okay, I feel like there's GOATs.
You feel like there's a Mount Rushmore.
I feel like they're like a Mount Rushmore, maybe even more than that. Because there's certain people who are good at some things and better at others and vice versa. And so, like the GOAT conversation.
We can't sit here and say that even though we don't like him. We can't sit here and say that Ric Flair's not a GOAT. Because you got to think about what he has done in the industry.
Oh, yeah, he's absolutely the GOAT. Like,
True. No, I agree with you. But here's the thing. If you're an uncultured swine, not swine. If you're uncultured in wrestling, you don't think about the NWA and I mean not NWA, AWA.
AWA.
It's AWA. It's when you don't think about the AWA stuff when he was back in the day. His his trunks and everything comes from the AWA days. All red trunks, red boots, all that comes from AWA. So it's like, because he was in that company, this company, he did WCW. He don't went to what, TNA. He don't went to all these different places. I don't remember if he had a title every different place, but he's been in all these different places, and he's affected it in a positive way financially, right?
I know he came into WCW with the title, and then the only title that he won in WWE was the tag titles and Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah.
Didn't he? He didn't have the. He never won a WWE title, and he never won the World Heavyweight title. He won the IC belt from Carlito, and I think they beat Kane and RVD for the tag titles.
So here's my issue. Here's my issue. Because this is the part where the fan in me forgot. This man has 17 titles that have nothing to do with WWE. So why are we seeing John Cena?
So is he the GOAT?
So why are we seeing John Cena to stop this 17 title reign that doesn't exist in WWE?
Because you got to keep in mind when Flair bought it's weird. When Flair bought the big gold belt to WCW, and then when WWE bought WCW, I guess by logical sense, those wins.
How many times did he get in WCW?
I don't think he even won it. Did he win it one time in WCW? I think
he did. I think he got it one time.
Ric Flair is not the GOAT.
Woo!
Because those titles mean nothing to WWF or WWE. Ric Flair is nobody's GOAT.
Boy, hey, the views and opinion by this is by the enforcer.
I don't care. If they're not a part of what we know of for the last 40 years, then he's not the GOAT, bro.
So
he's not. He's got like 10 people ahead of him, including Randy, including Triple H, John Cena. All the people that got 12, 13, 14, and 17 titles, bro, and he's got none. Miss me with that, bro. I don't need 16 AWA titles, bro. That's not what we're doing here. No. I don't care. I don't care what what VKM's dad bought. I don't care about none of that stuff, bro. If you did not win the titles here, then you do not matter here. You are not the GOAT.
That wasn't Senior that bought it. That was Junior that bought him. That's Senior. That was
okay,
Junior.
I'm sorry. I apologize. No, I'm talking about AWA before.
I know, but that was Junior's idea.
Now you can be goated for your longevity, for being in almost every company and being here that long.
What my man named Bruno Sammartino with that 300 and God knows how many days that Roman finally beat.
But I had to.
No, it was over. No, it was 1,000, bro.
It was 1,000. Shit, damn.
Yeah, Bruno had 1,000 and some change.
And Roman kept that. That nigga would have been.
Remember, Roman passed 1,000.
I thought Roman beat me.
No, Roman beat the second one, the first one, not the second one. Bruno
okay. Because the last two he didn't beat was Bruno and Hogan.
Okay,
they got like 1,500 plus type numbers, which is another problem I have, by the way. But we won't deal with that today either. That's a whole different episode.
But
why you got the title that long? Ew. All right. Anyway.
Here's the thing.
Like, what's the point of wrestling if you're gonna have it for 7 years?
Hey, calm down. We talk about goats. We ain't talking about titles. We talk about goats.
The reason
because Hogan apparently
he ain't no goat.
Is one of them.
No, he ain't.
Oh, all right.
He not my goat. He not my goat.
Now I put it like this.
He not Booker T goat either.
I put it like this though. Dig this. And the reason I say I respect your opinion on it, but I feel like this. You can't erase the stats. Like, I get
what stats? What stats?
Do he have
none of them are WWE stats? What stats? Show me the stats. Pull them up. Matter of fact, hold on.
The nigga got 17 titles.
That have nothing to do with this company, bro. That's what you're not listening to.
We were just talking about there's the bubble, which is the WWE, and there's the stuff outside of WWE. He might not be a WWE GOAT, But outside of wrestling, he might be.
That's why I said longevity and being everywhere. You can have a GOAT conversation about that. But the way they spit it on, the way they've been spitting it in WWE for the better part of a decade was that somebody was chasing his titles, but he don't have no titles in the company. Miss me with all that.
It wasn't even a decade. It was 40 years.
I hear what you're saying, but we talking
of nothing,
everything. Then this conversation is just limited to WWE. We're limited to WWE books, and we talking just WWE.
I hear you, but I hear you. But if 17 of those titles came out of one company 100 years ago in the golden era, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Everybody had the same pair of drawers on, just different colors, bro. Dusty Rhodes was the best body in the company type stuff. Like, what are we talking about?
I hear what you're saying, bro.
He didn't get the title with polka dots on. Stop.
No,
I hear your argument, but we're not just talking WWE right now. We're talking in general. I hear what you're saying, but we talk about it in general. And Ric Flair goes down in history as the GOAT.
He got 2 Hall of Fame rings.
2
For what? He didn't do nothing. Listen, you know what? All right.
I hear what you're saying.
Okay.
He got 2 Hall of Fame rings.
Okay.
But like you're saying, I mean, like
I'll give him his evolution run. I'll give you the evolution. All right, that's fine.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
And as a talent over the expanse of time, then you'll get your personal Hall of Fame. That's fine. But saying he's got 17 titles is garbage.
But that's what WWE gives us. He's a 17 times. Everything mean that they wouldn't be comparing Cena to us. Cena gotta beat it. Cena gotta beat it.
Cena gotta beat nothing. That's the problem. That's what you're not listening to. Cena gotta beat nothing. Cena already beat it. Cena's already the GOAT, y'all.
I'm about to say, does Cena meet the criteria of a GOAT that we are saying that?
He does.
Okay.
And the reason here's to go with what Tony was saying was that his GOATness is predicated primarily to one specific company. However, he is, and I'm hoping, unless outside of Japan, because I don't know, he's world renowned as John Cena.
Yes, that is true. Even in
so
Japan,
that makes him goated.
Even in Japan, they know who he is, which is another status that's another status. Is like how well known are you to people outside of your brand?
Right.
I haven't seen nobody put John Cena in a music video. Bad Bunny got a whole song with. He got a song called Booker T. And don't you?
John Cena went platinum with his own music. He ain't need no features. What are you talking about right now?
Nobody talk about that Cena album, nigga. Come on.
But we are. Everybody put him in a music video. He made his own. He made his own videos. He made his own videos.
Time out.
Don't do that.
Your time is up. My time is now, Tony.
Did he or did he not have what's the dudes that made Mark Henry's theme song? 3 6 Mafia out there singing one day on a special on Raw? Who was that rap group that he had singing his theme song with on Monday Night Raw?
Who?
I know you're talking about. I don't remember the name. I know you're talking about.
Yeah, Cena won a match. He walked up the ramp. He saw the equipment.
Wait a minute. That was his boy. That was his people.
I thought that was but he grabbed the mic and he started rapping.
But like I said, you talking about Cena the GOAT, but like I have personal opinion about Cena, but that's
okay. All right, so I wasn't tripping. I wasn't tripping. You got the call. He's a 9-time. Hold on. He's a 9-time. And talking about Flair. He's a 9-time NWA World Heavyweight Champion. I don't care about none of that. And I'm saying, listen, I care about it, but I'm speaking from the perspective of WWE only because that's what they keep pushing. Okay.
Okay.
Boom. Move that out the way.
We good with that. We good with that.
He won 6 times in WCW, the World Heavyweight Championship.
Okay, so I was
6 times.
I thought he got it once.
Because WCW was paid for by WWE, I will count it.
So that's
6.
Okay.
But he also He won the WCW Intercontinental Championship. He was the first person to hold it.
And he was the first person to hold it. He was the WWE Intercontinental Championship.
It doesn't say that here. He was the WWF champion twice. So he did get the title twice. I thought it was tripping. He got the WWF title twice.
What the fuck he did it? When did he get a WWF title?
Before we was watching that bitch.
About to say
1991. Before you was cracking.
Not even 91. That shit's on at 45.
You know what? Get off. Just leave. No, just leave.
What the hell? He won a WWF title. He won a tag title. He didn't win no WWF.
See, that's why these conversations are needed, because they're all subjective. It's all this is like, okay, it's controversial because somebody gonna rewatch this and think he's a freaking lunatic. Somebody gonna think I'm crazy. Somebody gonna think Butch is crazy. It's like, it's one of the things like, you necessarily don't have to agree with us, but it's like
there's a common denominator to all of this. And a lot of this is like, what do we as fans need to come to understand what makes a person the best of the best among their peers?
I mean, my personal opinion, just me personally, I just think about longevity and what have you done to change the game. Like, I would say Bray Wyatt would be goated. He's not the best, but he would go down as goated, not because he died, but he getting goated because like he went through shit and kept reinventing himself until something stuck. A lot of people can't reinvent themselves, get bitched out, then come back. Okay, come in with a fire gimmick, cult leader. Okay, then Vince McMahon runs that to the ground. All right, come back with something else. He gets rid of that. Come back with something 10 times better. Then Vince, you know what? I'm gonna make you lose at WrestleMania. I'm gonna end your career. I'm gonna fire you. Come back with a whole new thing with your brother. God bless the day he passes. And like, yo, this shit is insane. This is what it could have been.
What the fuck did he? Keep talking. I'm just double checking something because I'm fact checking myself. Because now they're saying that Flair did win these 2 titles. What the fuck did he win these shit?
I told you.
Keep talking. I'm trying to figure out. I'm doing some investigation.
I say a person like Bray Wyatt is considered goated because nigga, you to go through what you went through and still be relevant when Vince McMahon is the king of, if I didn't make it, I'm gonna run into the ground, i.e. WCW, and we see what he did to Sting at WrestleMania when it should have been Taker versus Sting, and he put that over. But that's a story for another horse of another color. But you gotta transcend, you gotta change.
That match should have happened at nighttime, by the way. That Brady and fucking Undertaker match taking place in the fucking bright ass sun made no goddamn sense.
That's another day.
I'm researching. Keep talking.
So I'm like, that's how I feel like. You got to be able to change the game. You got to be loved. You got to change the game in some way or form. People got to love you. People got to love you. It ain't just about stats. Oh, how many times you won? That's cool. That's a bonus. That's
so here's where I fight back with you on the Bray Wyatt thing.
Talk to him.
And it's not saying that Bray Wyatt isn't goated. What I am going to say is there are others who have grabbed the attention of the people with more titles or less or whatever. Because remember, Bray had a title, one time?
Twice.
What type of bullshit ass Mickey Mouse title win is this? Hold on.
Okay, hey, focus.
No, this is bullshit. How the hell Ric Flair win a WWE title in a 30-man Royal Rumble? And then beat Randy Savage for it.
We're gonna come back to that. Go ahead. Go ahead and forth. Go. Him mad now. Him mad. Look at him mad.
Listen. So when it comes Bray Wyatt, all right. So Bray Wyatt, I think he got one SmackDown, one Raw, right? Or Universal, right?
Universal, that trash ass belt.
It's still a Raw test. It's still. Not babe. It's still the same thing, right? So if he got one title each. If he was still alive, I believe that he would have got at least 2 or 3 more, without question. His ability to take over a stadium or auditorium is unmatched. All the lights go out, all the fireflies come out. It's unmatched.
It's crazy to think that people just started doing that.
That's funny.
No one told them to do it. They just took, when it was blackout, they just took the phones out, and he ran with that gimmick.
Because he turned all the lights out, and then he had the one lamp, and so everybody turned their lamps on too. It's aura, bro. It's aura. So, like, in the sense of, like, you just felt like you needed to follow this guy, and right? So that's what makes him a goated character. There are others who have the same type of effect. Stone Cold, The Rock,
Batista.
Recently it's been Randy, because of, like, they're singing his music now. You see Adam Copeland. They're showing him love. They're showing AJ Styles love when he's singing his stuff.
That name forbidden, by the way.
And then, huh?
Hey, we don't say that other AJ name. She forbidden right now.
No, she not. I don't know why she would be. That's in your book, not mine. All right, so the goated storyline, right? For me, I see it not just for how you can engage with the people, because Jay's doing that, but is he a goat? Absolutely not. But it's also what you do in the ring. It's your titles. It can't just be your entrance music, okay? No, and I'm using Penta as an example just because Cero Mero, and then the fans start spinning and he starts walking out. Everybody loves how he do that. Like, that's crazy, right?
With a torn bicep.
He can barely talk on the microphone. He can barely talk.
Motherfucker, okay? He knows English, but he's better with Spanish. I can't blame him for that. You can't blame him.
So like I said, he can barely talk on the microphone. Now, don't get me wrong, he's not trash. I'm not saying he's trash. What I'm saying is, for the English or American speaking audience, he just walks out and it just bleeds off him, right? Some people have that because of where they've been goated in other places. Penta is basically second in charge of goats when it comes to Lucha Libre, right? People like that, they come from other places where they've gotten titles. Like you said, like, overall, all around the world, are you a GOAT around the world? You got people like Seth and all these other folks who were other people on the indies get GOATed out there. And they've been GOATed out there on the indies in ROH. They've been GOATed in New Japan. They've been GOATed in MLW. They've been GOATed in ROW. They're all over the place, right? And then they pop up to the main stage. Let's be real, WWE is the main stage.
I hate to be critical when you said ROW. It's ROH.
I thought I was tripping.
No, reality of wrestling is ROW, sir.
I thought you were talking about ROH. My fault.
I said ROH first, and then I said ROW.
I said ROW.
Bye-bye. I got this. Enforcer 1, Butcher 0. Now listen. But what I'm saying is that, for me, like I said, for me, like, my GOAT is The Rock, okay? But he had a very short span of time, and then he's losing me with this extra stuff. This final boss stuff is cheese trash to me. I do not like it. I'm gonna be real with you. I almost detest it.
Hey,
like,
sometimes people just gotta be like,
you're doing too much.
Be like Stone Cold and just take a nice long trip out in the wind, and then you ain't got to worry. You ain't got to worry.
He came out at WrestleMania 40, I want to say, in Hawaii bell bottoms, bro. He came out in Hawaii bell bottoms, all white Hawaii bell bottoms, with his own belt. Like, why did y'all give him a belt? That's cheese, bro.
That was Vince.
No, not the white belt. Not the white belt. The Rock belt. Who told you could have one?
I'm telling you.
Who said that?
Vince.
Let me tell you, this dude.
Vince.
Stop it.
I will not.
He can do what he want to do. Like,
and it's cheesy. It's cornball, bro. I'm sorry. It's corny. It's corny to me.
I understand, but
it's corny.
Here's the thing. Like Bryce said, you got to know when to bow out gracefully. Chris Jericho ain't bowing out. He's still holding on to the glory days. I forget who said. I think it was the Undertaker. Like it's a rush. It's a high they get when that music hit. The crowd goes crazy. You miss that. You want to keep getting it, and you gotta pass the torch to the young bulls. That like how they say in Philly. The
but
young
we know that. Right. We know this though.
That's another status of a goat.
You see how Rob be like the goosebumps, because he's saying that because that's really happening. It's real. They come out, they like, yo, there's 15,000 strong screaming my name right now. This is crazy. Everybody loves it, and that's fine. That's fine. But you have to know when you're corny. When you're corny. Rock don't have to hang it up because he wrestled. He looked better than he's ever looked. He looked amazing when he tagged the tag team match. The tag team match at WrestleMania, he looked amazing. He moved. He didn't injure himself.
I mean,
he didn't injure himself.
I mean, I would look great too if I was in the tag team and I ain't got to do a lot of work. Well, I could wear.
Bro, you can say that all day long. John, let me tell you who doesn't like that. Stone Cold Steve Austin. You know he wrestled in a t-shirt, right? He won't take his shirt off when he wrestled KO.
I got a wrestled KO. I got a bit better, my boy. I'm not doing that.
But the point I'm making is people like Billy Gunn, Jeff Jarrett, The Rock, they kept themselves up so that when their name was called, they slid into the position. Cake almost died, bro. When he came back and he had no muscle mass, he looked like a 65-year-old.
Stone Cold got that neck issue.
You saw he was struggling trying to get somebody up, bro. Like he was gonna kill himself and somebody else.
But yo, back to GOAT talk.
I am talking about the GOATs. What are you talking about? Anyway,
what's the requirements of a GOAT? This nigga didn't win.
All right, so the requirements of the GOAT is to what Bryce was saying. Your
activating the crowd.
Your presence with the audience, with the crowd, rather you're heel or face, because people. I feel like people are booing louder than ever now. For people like Dominic and the New Day and Logan Paul, these guys are getting goated boos. These boos are goated right now.
Logan been getting booed ever since we ain't gonna talk about that little Japan trip he took.
Oh yeah,
we not talking about that right now. That's nothing to do with wrestling. What I'm saying is your crowd presence, the way you carry yourself, your title reigns, and like how you held the title, all that is it doesn't matter which title you're holding. It's a title.
Okay, so you're basically telling me somebody who could hold an Intercontinental Championship for, let's just say, a year and a half could be a GOAT?
No. I say GOATed. Now, here's what I'll say about that.
So you're saying the reason why I'm saying is the Miz not a GOAT for what he did for the IC title?
I'm not. Let me finish, bro. Let me finish.
Let him cook. Let him do his thing.
See, because my brain, I thought you was talking about Gunther.
Hell no.
All right, but guess how long you held that title? Guess how long you held that title? Exactly. So let's. Yes.
He beat Miz record, right?
Yes.
Okay.
He's the longest reigning. So it was 666 days, bro. Which is wild. One more day. You just needed one more day, y'all. One more day.
Please, yeah, that's what I'm saying. One more.
but listen. But check this out. What happened as soon as he dropped the belt? He became stale. That's not GOAT material. Gunther.
He's He's the main champion right now.
He's a stale champion, bro. Until up until just now with Jay, when he don't walk out and use his whole joint to walk out. He walked out from the crowd and everything. He started doing all this stuff. Until he did that, his reign was bland.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't hitting like talking about. You're fighting Priest. Like, it wasn't hitting like talking about. Nobody out there wants to battle, was trying to wrestle him because there's 14 of the larger storylines going on. They left him off of Netflix premiere, bro. That's not GOAT material. That's not GOAT material. It's not GOAT material. You're gonna bring who they brought Taker in for 20 seconds, but they can't bring the champion? That's not of the actual show that you're on. That's not GOAT material, bro. I'm sorry. That's not GOATed. Miz held that title longer than anybody else in WWE history, bro. That is GOAT material, and he's never fallen off. Back all the way back to the Jork days when he had the long shorts, and then he was with Awesome Truth. He's always been GOATed.
With the mohawk.
Yes,
Okay.
with the spit hawk. Huck Tua, spread that joint and wipe it up, bro.
Whoa. We're not Hawk Tua.
Yes.
Yes.
That's how you get that. Hit it. That's what he did, bro.
Hey, hold on, y'all. Remember his own thing?
He's a two-time Grand Slam winner, bro.
Do you know
only one in history who's ever ran it with the. He's the only one that's ever ran it with all the titles twice. That's GOAT material, bro.
His own theme song had me crying. He said, "This is a true story with the real world." Because he was on the real world.
Okay.
And by the way, side note, I watched that season. I watched that whole season when it came out. I watched that season when it came out. This dude was a mess, bro. He had a cape on top of counters and everything. I'm the Miz. Like, he's been on one. So here I'm saying. So that's and I know we got a few more minutes, but that's GOAT material to me. Like, if you like Miz, no matter, and they talk about, oh, you haven't been relevant in years. That's a lie. You can't say he hasn't been relevant in years. Just because he hasn't held a title doesn't mean he wasn't relevant. The whole time he's always either been booed or cheered. And it was never dry when he was on camera. Never dry. Gunther, dry.
So I'm gonna put this
like elbows, bro.
I'm gonna put this one question out there. Do you think Miz won the title in the wrong time period?
Which title?
The WWE title. Do you think he won that belt in the wrong time period?
I would say the answer. I'll go first.
Go ahead, Tony. That's a great question.
Then we're gonna wrap up.
Yeah,
we didn't ran too long. I would say yes, only because I feel like Miz is a bigger star now, and the Miz is another one of them people that reinvented himself. He kept reinventing. Like, you go from the real world Miz to him and John Morrison to
him and R-Truth.
Him and Truth.
Miz Dow.
Like, he reinvented. Like, it's the exact. If you line up,
that was Hollywood. By the way, that was Hollywood Miz.
Hollywood,
and he was. Go ahead, because I got something to say after all that. Go ahead.
Take titles away, agree to disagree. But if you look at it, take it away, take titles away, and just him and Bray Wyatt got the same career. Their career is the same. They reinvented themselves. They kept themselves relevant way longer than we thought they would. Think about it. When he was Husky Harris, he should have been gone. Like, this guy ain't gonna make it. The Miz, nobody thought the Miz gonna be what he was today. If you look back at the Miz, Mike Mizowski.
Mike Mizowski.
Mike Mizanin, bro. Don't call him Mizowski. Yo, all right. Finish what you gotta say, yo, because you did be disrespectful. Finish what you gotta say. Hurry up.
Nobody respects me.
I thought it was Mike Mizowski. My fault. I thought it was Mike Mizowski. My fault.
Too, I don't know the boy's name, but anyway, it's like they
Mike
came
Mizowski.
a long way. They can't. You can't, like, yo. You didn't think they were going to be this far ahead.
They did not have the same career. Stop playing with me.
They didn't.
Miz was never in nobody's NXT. Miz was never on nobody's Nexus. Miz came out here by himself and put the work in. Shut up. He came in here by himself.
He was on the real world.
He was on real world. Then he went. No. He was on real world and then he was on Tough Enough. That is not NXT. Stop.
The same thing.
No. They may have come from that. They may have come from that energy. NXT may have come from that energy, but NXT and Tough Enough were completely different, and you know it, bro. Ain't nobody in it got a camera in the NXT locker room. Come on, who's gonna beat this guy? Let's do this competition. You're eliminated. Well, nobody doing that NXT. They was doing that Tough Enough, sir.
That's what we doing.
Stop. Like, and I'm going to use semantics because let's. It's like talking about apples and oranges. No.
Wait, we're gonna
No, Tony. Put your glasses back on.
Waiter, give us 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes, waiter. Give us 10 more minutes.
You put your glasses back on. Listen. So hold on. So
I'm still shocked he said Miz and Wyatt had the same. I'm gonna be stuck on that one for a while.
That threw me because I'm gonna tell you why they didn't. Like I said, Husky Harris. I understand where you're going with that because Husky Harris and the Bray Wyatt, because Husky Harris had no tattoos. He came back fully tatted. He had the locks. It was a fire. The whole thing is fire. Miz didn't come in like that. Miz came in here the most hated on screen and off screen. They kicked him out the locker room. And nobody kick out Husky Harris.
He kicked him out because of the breadcrumbs. We're not talking about that.
But the point is the point though. When he first showed up, he got the WWE title, and he became a Grand Slam champ. Bray didn't do that in the time frame before he. Sorry, I'm yelling. Sorry, in the time frame before he passed.
That's a little ball.
In the time frame before he passed, he did not do half of the stuff that Miz did. If we're talking about titles, so do not put them in the same place because they are not. Miz did it in a time. Miz did it in a time where social media wasn't very big. Okay, Bray did it in a time where social media was starting to boom. That rocking chair came out when all these apps was already out, and we was getting the behind the door scenes, the kayfabe, all this other stuff. You're telling too many secrets. We know who's gonna come out there next week because we already don't give it. That wasn't happening. And Miz came in what? Ruthless Aggression era? No, where was Bray? You weren't there.
Was that Ruthless Aggression? Yeah, I was.
No, that it was like the end, like right on the end or whatever. Because remember, Miz has been there for 12. Miz been here over 20 years.
That was the Cena. That's when Cena about the 2006 era. Because that's when Cena lost the belt to.
He was still chain gang though. He was still chain gang. Chain gang, right?
Yeah, he was still no. He wasn't. Because like I say, he lost the belt. He lost the belt to RVD, and then Edge got the belt from RVD because of. Which is bullshit, by the way, because of what we now know. Right.
So, and it's not. I'm not saying this to disrespect Bray. I just want to make sure that's clear. I'm not saying to disrespect Bray. But what I'm saying is that Miz, he did Grand Slam, and he held all those titles except for the World Heavyweight title more than twice.
But here's the thing I think I'm missing. I'm missing. I'm speaking of the fact of reinventing yourself. It's the same thing. They stay longer than they're supposed to.
That was my next point, though. He reinvented himself, but he didn't reinvent himself that many times. It was like 2 times. He went from the shorts to maybe it was 3 times. He changed from the shorts to the Hollywood guy with Mizdow, right?
Because he stayed shorts Miz for a hot minute.
He did. That's how he got a title. But that was the beginning. And then he switched up and became the Hollywood guy. He's still the Hollywood A-lister. He's still that guy. The only thing he's changed is putting that robe and that silly headband on. That's the only thing he's changed. He's always had suits, and he's always been the Hollywood A. As soon as he did Marine 1, Marine 3?
30?
I think it was 3.
You mean 30?
Was it 3?
45.
He might have been Marine 7. I think he started Marine 3. The moment he did that, he automatically became the A-lister, and he was like super cocky and arrogant about it. And everybody hated him, but he played his role so well that he is goated. He is goated.
I'm not saying the man's not goated. I'm not arguing that. I'm just speaking on the fact of like, as far as keeping yourself relevant throughout the years.
He definitely, I feel people saying that he's no longer relevant, but I feel like that is a misstep. I feel like it's a bad take. He's been relevant the whole time. He did a run it back with R-Truth and got the titles, bro. They didn't get the title before. Now they finally got him.
Okay,
come on, man.
Show over. Send us home. Final thoughts. Enforce it.
Man, Ric Flair ain't no GOAT.
Final thoughts. We're going home. We're going home. The match is over. We're going home.
Oh, shit. Listen, to up-and-coming wrestlers or anybody who is trying to pursue a career, just try to take what we said to the best of your ability. take what we say to not to heart, because everybody can get to the top of being a GOAT in their own different way. Whether it's being in the ring with the crowd or just building feuds and winning titles. Being a GOAT is different. Fuck Ric Flair.
You know what? This has been Beer with the Boys. I'm the captain speaking. Enforcer and Butcher. I'm sick of these. I'm sick. I'm sick of these niggas.
How did he win 2 WWE titles? Where the fuck them shits come from?